Italian luxury fashion brand Prada's Spring-Summer 2026 men's collection has stirred controversy. Showcased in Milan, the collection featured models sporting sandals that unmistakably resembled India's traditional Kolhapuri chappals. Fashion insiders and critics were quick to call out Prada for cultural appropriation. Others accused the brand of copying without giving due credit to India's artisanal heritage. Ragini Sudhir Chore has more.
What if I told you the chappals you wear every day are now being sold for more than 1.2 lakh rupees? Sounds funny, right? Now imagine your everyday gamcha or dupatta costing lakhs of rupees. Sounds absurd, but it's real. Indian wear is being extracted, renamed, upscaled, and slowly erased. Designs that have existed in India for centuries are now being sold back to us, rebranded as luxury and without a word of credit. Take Prada's Spring 2026 men's collection. Models walked confidently down the runway in tan, ring-toe sandals that felt oddly familiar to Indian eyes. These weren't high fashion innovations. They were unmistakably the Kolhapuri chappals, a traditional Indian footwear handcrafted in the western state of Maharashtra for generations. But on the runway in Milan, there was no mention of Kolhapur, no tribute to the artisans. Just a luxury designer label with a price tag of more than $1,000. That is about 1.2 lakh Indian rupees. To top it off, Prada even sent out leather toe rings as part of its invitation for the show, a cheeky nod to the aesthetic. Again, no credit to where the aesthetic came from. What the global fashion press applauded as original design was simply heritage stripped of its roots, polished for Western eyes, and sold for a profit. Indian fashion enthusiasts immediately recognized the chappals and asked the obvious question: why wasn't their origins acknowledged? Social media lit up with concern. The pattern was all too familiar. Global fashion houses using Indian designs without even as much as an acknowledgement, leave alone credit. One YouTuber joked, "Wear these chappals to buy milk from the market." It was funny, but it also cut deep.
It's the same chappal I wear every Diwali under my kurta pajamas, and sometimes to go get milk from the store.
And let's be honest, this isn't the first time it has happened. Remember when a brightly embroidered, draped shoulder scarf went viral on TikTok for being described as a Scandinavian wedding accessory? But Indians knew exactly what it was: a dupatta, not some Nordic fashion fantasy.
I'm wearing a Scandinavian scarf. That's literally a dupatta, Randy.
This cultural appropriation has been going on for years. Paisley patterns born in Persia and India are now branded as Western bohemic chic. Lehengas rebranded as maxi skirts, bindis marketed as festival gems, mehndi sold as temporary tattoos, and dhotis have turned into harem pants. It's cultural laundering. Take, rename, sell, and then deny. It doesn't stop there. A recent Y2K trend is a two-piece prom dress that resembles the lehenga, but no one seemed to know or care where the style came from. Indians are going online and starting to demand credit for it.
Hold on, what? Beaded maxi skirt? It's a lehenga and it's Indian. Give credit. Stop rebranding. It's Indian. Say it.
Then there's beauty. In 2022, model Hailey Bieber launched a trend she called the brownie glazed lips, with a brown pencil, blending it in and finishing it with gloss. The internet applauded. But Black and Latina women had been doing this since the 1990s, not for style, but because it was their only option when shades didn't exist for their skin tone. The same thing happened with Bieber's clean girl aesthetic. Another recycled look taken from women of color and rebranded as minimalistic chic. Let's be clear, fashion should not be limited by geography. Fusion and inspiration are how art grows. But there's a world of difference between celebration and erasure. Appreciation means acknowledgement, it means collaboration, it means sharing the spotlight with profits. Appropriation is when culture is used as a costume, where the look is kept, but the people, the history, and the craft are erased. If Prada truly wanted to honor the Kolhapuri Chakbal, they would have worked with the very artisans who make them. They could have spotlighted their craft, paid them fairly, and told their story to the world. But that didn't happen. Instead, the design was polished, packaged, and presented as original, another example of fashion's favorite trick. Take the trend, deny the roots. Maybe next it'll be a sari blouse rebranded as a bridal crop top. Maybe juttis will be reintroduced as Moroccan slippers. Who knows? And if the beauty industry can celebrate Korean skincare, why can't the fashion world credit Indian fashion when it draws from it? Maybe it's time we stop calling it traditional wear, as if it's outdated or belongs to the past. Maybe it's time we start calling it what it truly is, an Indian wear. Ragini Sudhir Chaure's report for DD India.
And with that, it's a wrap. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.